Hey there, Lakers! My name is Rachel Jenkin. I graduated in the spring of 2019 with a major in psychology and minors in criminal justice and philosophy. I just started my term as a member of the Young Alumni Council, and I'm super excited to be a part of the team. During my time at Grand Valley, I was pretty involved. I was an RA in Holton Hooker, I was a part of Student Senate, I was student body president my senior year, and I interned in our Title IX office. I also tutored psychology and philosophy. Growing up, what did you want to be and what are you doing now? So growing up, I honestly had no idea what I wanted to be. I thought I wanted to be a writer, and then a photographer, and then work for the FBI, and then a therapist, so I was all over the map. And when I graduated, I honestly didn't really know then either. I took up a job about a year ago as a research assistant, and I was studying schizophrenia and other mental health disorders. I recently have left that job. It just wasn't really for me. So I'm currently unemployed and am looking for work. But I know sometime in the future I'm going to be applying to law school and a few different higher education programs, so we'll see. What are 3 words you'd use to describe your Grand Valley experience? The first word that comes to mind for me is home. It always felt like my home away from home. Grand Valley is where I met some of my closest friends and the people I love and my mentors. The second word that comes to mind would be eye-opening. Obviously the point of college is to learn, but the professors who I had and the people who I worked with just opened my eyes to parts of our world that I didn't know existed. They taught me that there's endless amounts of knowledge to learn and that other people's experiences are vastly different than our own. So it really changed my perspective on a lot. And lastly would be empowering. From my very first day as a young 18-year-old having no idea what I was doing on campus all the way to an alumni, there have always been someone there that was rooting for me. People that had confidence in me when I didn't in myself, and they helped me to do things I didn't know were possible. Favorite Grand Valley location? I would say it's kind of a tie between the 3rd floor reading room and the library, where they have that really long fireplace. It's super peaceful. And then also the steps in front of the Zumberg Pond. When the weather's super nice and people are sitting out there, it just looks like the opening scene to a movie, and I think that's really cool. The best piece of advice you ever received? So the best piece of advice I received was actually a quote from Dean Rollman, the Dean of Students, that he gave to me during my time on Student Senate. He actually gave me this physical card with a quote on it, and I've held on to it ever since. It says, "Leave safety behind, put your body on the line. Stand before the people you fear and speak your mind even if your voice shakes. When you least expect it, someone may actually listen to what you have to say. Well-aimed slingshots can topple giants, and do your homework," by Maggie Kuhn. So over the past year and a half or so, this quote has meant so many different things to me. But more than anything else, it just reminds me to have courage, and it reminds me to fight for the things that I'm truly passionate about. There is a lot in this world to fight about and to fight for, so I think it's really important to sit with yourself and figure out what you're passionate about and what you want to invest yourself in, and not get lost in the principles and the should-be's and everything. So that's something that's really stuck with me, and I've taken it with me ever since that day. What difference would you like to make in the world? I think some of my favorite moments during my involvements at Grand Valley were the opportunities where I got to empower others. My mind right now goes to being an RA and watching students from their first day with their parents unpacking, all the way to applying to get into the nursing program and just becoming their own people and applying for internships and things like that. I think all of us have the power to make a difference, but we don't exactly know how we can get there, or maybe believe in ourselves in the moment. So I think that's what I want to be. I want to help people realize that they can make a difference and empower them to do so. And then lastly, why are you proud to be a Laker? So many reasons, and it's cheesy, but I honestly think for the Laker community. We all share this amazing drive, and being able to see your fellow Lakers go on and make change in the world is super inspiring and motivating. And I honestly think that's what keeps so many of our alums involved and wanting to give back, because someone before us did something great and wanted to help us, so we're going to do the same thing, and I hope that cycle doesn't end. So that is all I have. Thank you for watching, and go Lakers!